Hello everyone, I am your maths teacher Lakhan sir from Science Academy. So student, in today's lecture we are going to start next point of our chapter, that is relationships between zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. That is relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. In the last lecture, we are discussing the geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. That means for the linear polynomial, for linear polynomial, at most one zeros are there. For quadratic polynomial, at most two zeros are there, but there are three cases for quadratic polynomial. That means two distinct zeros are there. टू डिस्टिंक्ट म्हणजे दोन डिफरंट असेल. टू डिस्टिंक्ट zeros are there or two equal zeros are there. Two equal zeros are there, that is 1 and no zero. So these are the three cases for the quadratic polynomial. And for cubic polynomial, at most three zeros are there. And last we have seen that for any polynomial p of x with degree n has at most n zeros are there. म्हणजे जेवढी तुमची डिग्री असेल तेवढे असेल number of zeros are there. Now we have to see the relationship between zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. That is for linear polynomial, for quadratic polynomial, as well as for cubic polynomial. We know for linear polynomial only one zero is there. So zeros of a linear polynomial, zeros for linear polynomial, general form of linear polynomial is ax plus b, where a is not equals to 0, is minus b by a. So zeros of a linear polynomial is minus b by a. Now in this lecture we have to discuss zeros for quadratic polynomial. Zeros for quadratic polynomial. For quadratic polynomial there are two zeros. So in the ninth standard we had already discussed how to factorize the quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle terms. So let's find the zeros for the quadratic polynomial. For that, consider one polynomial, that is 2x square minus 8x plus 6. This is the quadratic polynomial. Why? Because its maximum power is 2. The given expression contains the maximum power is 2, therefore degree of polynomial is 2, and if degree is 2 then it is called as a quadratic polynomial. Now factorize this quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term. Okay, so here to factorize this quadratic polynomial by splitting middle terms, as minus 8x is sum of its 0 and product is 6 into 2x square. Okay, so here product is, to factorize the quadratic polynomial, multiply the first term and the last term. So the product is 12x square, 2x square into 6, 12x square, and sum is minus 8x. So factorize the 12 as its sum is 8. So how to factorize 12, or how find the factors of 12 whose sum is minus 8? How to factorize? So to factorize 12, 6 2s are 8. Write down all the factors of 12. 3 4s are 4 3s are 6 2s are 2 6 are. Both are same. 3 4s are 4 3s are 6 2s are 2 6 are. Here sum is 3 plus 4 7, but here 6 plus 2 is 8. We want sum minus 8x. So let's take pair to 6. Okay. But here middle term sign is minus. So and product is positive. Product positive and sum is negative. Then sign of both the factors is minus, because minus minus get plus and there's a minus minus minus. So replace the middle term, that is minus 8x, by minus 2x and minus 6x. So we get 2x square minus 2x minus 6x plus 6. Okay. Now after replacing minus 8x by minus 2x and minus 6x, we get 4 terms. Now consider first two terms and the last two terms. Now from the first two term, take common. So common part is 2x, and after taking 2x as a common, remaining as x minus 1. And from last two terms also, common term is minus 6. Take sign as it is, minus minus. If plus असेल तरी plus as it is continue करा. And from these two terms, common term is 6. Now we get x minus 1. So we get x minus 1 and twice x minus 6. Now the zeros of 2x square minus 8x plus 6 are zeros of quadratic polynomial are when x minus 1 is equals to 0 and twice x minus 6 is equals to 0. So we get x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 3. That is 1 and 3 are the zeros of polynomial. So for the quadratic polynomial 2x square minus 8x plus 6, zeros are 1 and 3. These are the zeros of quadratic polynomial. Now find the relationship between zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. So there are two relations for quadratic polynomial, that is sum of its 0 and product of its 0. So first relation is sum of zeros and second relation is product of zeros. The sum of zeros are, first 0 is 1 and second 0 is 3. Sum of 0 is 4. Now check the relationship between coefficients of a polynomial. So here our middle term, that is coefficient of x is minus 8. So minus of minus 8 divided by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is nothing but 2. Check out, minus minus get plus, so 8 divided by 2 is nothing but 4. So from sum of 0 we get relation as minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. This is our first relationship, that is sum of zeros is nothing but minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And for product of zeros, for 1 multiplied by 3 is equals to 3. Okay, so product of 0, the relation is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Here the constant term is 6. For the quadratic polynomial, constant term is 6 and coefficient of x square is nothing but 2. So 6 divided by 2 is nothing but 3. So the second relation is product of 0 and product of 0 is nothing but constant term divided by coefficient of x square, and for sum of zeros relation is minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So relationships for the quadratic polynomial are sum of zeros and product of 0. So it can also be stated as, in general, alpha and beta. Consider alpha and beta are zeros of quadratic polynomial. So sum of 0, that is alpha plus beta, is nothing but sum of zeros relation can be are minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So minus of coefficient of x. So the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. So minus of coefficient of x. So minus of coefficient of x is nothing but b. So we get minus of b divided by coefficient of x square is nothing but a. So we get sum of its 0 is nothing but alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. And second relation, that is product of 0, that is alpha and beta are the two zeros. So alpha into beta is nothing but constant term divided by constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So constant term of a quadratic polynomial is nothing but c and coefficient of x square is nothing but a. So we get first relation as sum of its 0 is nothing but minus b by a and product of 0 is nothing but c by a. So these are the two relationships for zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial for quadratic polynomial. So two relations are there, sum of its 0. So if alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial, why? Because for quadratic polynomial at most two zeros are there. So consider alpha and beta are the two zeros. So first relation is nothing but alpha plus beta, and alpha plus beta is nothing but minus in bracket coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So coefficient of x is nothing but b and coefficient of x square is nothing but a, because ax square plus bx plus c is the standard form or the general form of the quadratic polynomial. So the coefficient of x is b and coefficient of x square is a. So the first relation is nothing but alpha plus beta, that is sum of its 0 is minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And second relation is product of 0. Product of 0 is nothing but constant term divided by coefficient of x square, in simply stated as c by a. So sum of zeros is nothing but minus b by a. Product of 0 is nothing but c by a, where c is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and a is the coefficient of x square. So in simply, remember, sum of zeros is nothing but minus b by a and product of 0 is nothing but c by a, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Now we are going to see some examples which are based on the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. Before that, for cubic polynomial, we are going to see the zeros and relationship between zeros and coefficient of cubic polynomial. This point is not important regarding the examination point of view, but still we are going to see. For cubic polynomial, first relation is sum of its 0. For cubic polynomial, consider alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but minus b by a. And second relation is alpha into beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma is equals to c by a, and the last relation is product of 0, that is alpha into beta into gamma is equals to minus d by a. Here for cubic polynomial its general form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So the first relation is sum of zeros is nothing but alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but minus b by a. So here minus b by a, that is minus in bracket b is nothing but the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube, divided by coefficient of x cube. And for second relation, that is alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma is nothing but c by a, where c is the coefficient of x and a is nothing but coefficient of x cube. So write down coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube, and last relation is nothing but the product of 0. So the product of 0 is nothing but minus d by a minus d is nothing but the constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. So remember these three relationships for the cubic polynomial. First one is sum of its 0. Sum of zeros, that is consider alpha, beta and gamma are the three zeros for the cubic polynomial, because in the last point we had already discussed for the cubic polynomial at most three zeros are there. So in general alpha, beta and the gamma are the three zeros. So the first relation is sum of its 0 is nothing but minus b by a. So b is nothing but the coefficient of x square, because for cubic polynomial its standard form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a is not equals to 0. Okay. Second relation is alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma is nothing but c by a. C is nothing but the coefficient of x and a is coefficient of x cube, and last one is product of 0, that is alpha into beta into gamma is nothing but minus d by a, where d is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x cube. So these are the relationships between zeros and the coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Now we are going to see some solved examples which are based on zeros of polynomial or relationship between zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. So the first problem is find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Find the zeros of quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationships between zeros and coefficients. First we have to find zeros of a quadratic polynomial. To find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, first of all factorize the quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 by splitting the middle term. So let's start. X square plus 7x plus 10. So how to factorize the quadratic polynomial? For that, first multiply the coefficient of x square and last term. So we get multiplication as a 10. Now find the factors of 10 whose sum is 7. Find the possible factors of 10 whose sum is 10. Sorry, whose multiplication is 10 and sum is 7. So we get 2 multiplied by 5. So 2 5s are 10 and your sum, that is 2 plus 5 is nothing but 7. Now replace these two factors by 7x. So we get, and instead we write x square plus, instead of 7x write 2x plus 5x plus 10. After splitting the middle terms, we get 4 terms. Now consider first two terms and the last two terms. From first two terms, let's take common, which is x. So remaining term is x plus 2. And from last two term, common part is 5. We get x plus 2. So we get x plus 2 and x plus 5. So zeros of the quadratic polynomial zeros of quadratic polynomial when x plus 2 is equals to 0 and x plus 5 is equals to 0. That is when x is equals to minus 2. Correct the like term. So this plus 2 goes to the opposite side. So we get a value of x as a minus 2 and here get y(x) is equals to minus 5 and x is equals to minus 5. So zeros of quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 are x equals to minus 2 and minus 5. Now we are getting the zeros of the polynomial. Now find the relationship between zeros and the coefficient. So for quadratic polynomial there are two relationships. First one is sum of its 0. So verification first, sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a. So sum of 0. So first 0 is minus 2, second 0 is minus 5. So we get minus 7. So sum of 0 is nothing but minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. So we get minus of minus 7 divided by 1 is nothing but minus in bracket coefficient of x divided by, where 1 is the coefficient of x square. Check out. Minus of minus 7 is nothing but plus 7. So plus 7 is the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So 1 is the coefficient of x square. So this is the first relation, sum of it 0, and second relationship is product of zeros. That is nothing but alpha into beta is equals to c by a, where c is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x square. So product of 0. So first product 0 is minus 2 and second 0 is minus 5. So we get product as a 10. So 10 divided by 1. So let's check here. 10, it can also be represented as 10 divided by 1, where 10 is the constant term and 1 is the coefficient of x square. So second relationship is also constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So these are the zeros of the polynomial and these are the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. Now see the second question, which is similar to the first one. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus 3 and verify the relationships between zeros and the coefficient. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus 3 and verify the relationships between zeros and the coefficient. So first, find out the zeros of the polynomial. So x square minus 3 is equals to So how to factorize? First factorize the polynomial x square minus 3. So how to factorize this type of polynomial? So x square minus 3 is nothing but, it can also be written as a square minus b square, where a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b and a minus b. So by using this formula we get x plus under root 3 and x minus under root 3. That is zeros of quadratic polynomial when x plus under root 3 is equals to 0 and x minus under root 3 is equals to 0. That is, we get x is equals to plus under root 3 goes to the opposite side, so we get minus under root 3 and x is equals to under root 3. That is zeros of quadratic polynomial are under root 3 and minus under root 3. So we get the zeros of the quadratic polynomial by factorizing the polynomial, that is under root 3 and minus under root 3. Now we have to find the relations between zeros and the coefficients. So the first relation is sum of zeros, sum of its zeros. First zero is under root 3, second one is minus under root 3. So under root 3 plus of minus under root 3 is nothing but 0. Under root 3 minus under root 3 get cancelled, so we get 0. And the relationship, first relation is sum of 0. So for quadratic polynomial is nothing but minus b by a. Minus b by a is nothing but minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So here coefficient of x term is absent, that is 0. So we get 0 upon 1 is nothing but minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. For quadratic polynomial, two relations are there. First one is sum of zeros. Sum of zeros is nothing but minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of x and where a is the coefficient of x square. But for the given quadratic polynomial, the coefficient of x term is absent. That means value of b is 0. So we get value of b as a 0 divided by 1. So the 1 is the coefficient of x square. So the verification is, and the second relation is product of 0. Product of 0. So the first 0 is under root 3, second 0 is minus under root 3. So root 3 into minus root 3 is nothing but minus 3 divided by 1. So here product of 0 is nothing but c by a, where c is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x square. So we get constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So check out, constant term is minus 3 and the coefficient of x square is 1. So this is the verification of relationship between zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. Let's take another example which is different from first two examples. That is, now in the next example we are going to find a polynomial from sum of zeros and product of 0. That means तुम्हाला sum of zeros and product of 0 दिले जातील, that is zeros of the polynomial and त्यांच्यामध्ये relation दिलं जाईल, that is sum of 0 and product of 0 ची value असेल, and we have to find the quadratic polynomial. That means how to find quadratic polynomial, find the quadratic polynomial. polynomial, the sum and product of whose zeros are -3 and 2. Here, in the third example, we have to give a sum of zeros and the product of zeros. The values of sum of zeros and the product of zeros. From that, we have to find a quadratic polynomial. So first one is sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is equals to minus b by a is nothing but -3. And second one is product of zeros, nothing but alpha into beta is equals to c by a. So we get its value is 2. By comparing, after comparing, we get here value of denominator is 1 and here also denominator is 1. That means value of a is 1, value of b is 3 and value of c as a 2. So we get value of a, b and c. So quadratic polynomial who fits these conditions is x square plus 3x plus 2. Here the value of constant term is 2, value of b is 3, that is coefficient of b is coefficient of x is 3 and the coefficient of x square is 1. So the quadratic polynomial who fits these conditions is x square plus 3x plus 2. That means we have to just compare the values of a, b, c, and from the values of a, b, c we have to write the quadratic polynomial. This is what all about relationships between zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. Now we are going to see, or we are going to start the practice set 2.2, which are based on these relationships. So here also the first question, there are only 2 questions, and for first and 2 questions some sub questions are there. First question is find the zeros of the polynomial and verify the relationships, and in the question number second, find a quadratic polynomial if sum of zeros and product of zeros are given. So first question is, it is from exercise 2.2. Question number first is find zeros of quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. Question number first, there are 6 questions. इथे मी फक्त एकच क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करणार आहे because we have already solved 2 questions similar to this, and then remaining questions are for homework, and we all for homework. Now for everyone we have to submit it on WhatsApp group. Now the first question is find the zeros of quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficient. First we have to find the zeros of a given quadratic polynomial. So sub question second is 4a square minus 4s plus 1. Okay, find the zeros of quadratic polynomial 4a square minus 4s plus 1 and verify the relationships. Okay, first let's find zeros of the polynomial by splitting the middle term. Okay, for that multiply the coefficient of s square and the last term. So the coefficient of s square is 4 and the last term is 1, so we get multiplication as a 4. Now find the factors of 4 whose multiplication is 4 and sum is minus 4. So it's simply 2 2s are 4, 2 plus 2 4, but we want sum as a minus 4. For that use sign minus to both the factors. That is, for so if sum is minus and product is positive, then both the factors are negative. Now replace the middle term, that is 4s by minus 2s and minus 2s. Okay. After replacing the middle term by these two factors, consider first two term and the last two term. From first two term, take common part as 2s, so we get 2s minus 1, and from last two term there is nothing common, that is minus 1, that is twice s minus 1. So we get twice s minus 1 and twice s minus 1. Okay. Now value of polynomial 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is 0. The value of polynomial 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is 0 when twice s minus 1 is equals to 0. That is twice s is equals to 1 by 2 and 1 by, that is the zeros of the polynomial are equal, that is 1 by 2. Now verify the relationships. So the first relation is sum of zeros. The sum of 0 is nothing but alpha 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but 1. So sum of 0 is nothing but minus b by a. Minus b is nothing but the minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So here it can also be stated as 4 divided by 4 because minus coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is nothing but minus 4 and this minus get plus 4 divided by coefficient of x square, and the coefficient of x square is nothing but 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. That is 1 is the simplest form of sum of 0. So in standard form we get 4 by 4. So 4 is nothing but minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And for second relation is product of 0. Product of zeros is nothing but 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is nothing, is also 1 by 4. Product, so first 0 is 1 by 2, second is also 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4. So here 1 is the constant term and 4 is the coefficient of x square. So we get constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So this is the first question. Solve remaining questions for homework, and for everyone we have to submit it on WhatsApp group. Now from question number 2 I have solved one questions and remaining are for homework purpose. Now the question number second is find a quadratic polynomial for each its sum and zeros. Sum of zeros and product of zeros are given. Question number 2, find a quadratic polynomial whose sum and product of zeros are given. So in that question is Second sub question is under root 2 and 1 by 3. Here sum of 0 is under root 2 and product of 0 is 1 by 3. From that we have to find a quadratic polynomial. First write sum of 0, that is alpha plus beta, or consider let alpha and beta are zeros of polynomial. Therefore, sum of zeros, alpha and beta are the two zeros, that is alpha plus beta is equals to under root 2. So, sum of 0 is under root 2 and product of 0 is 1 by 3. Here, under root 2 is in the simplest form. We all know alpha plus beta, that is sum of 0 is nothing but minus b by a, right? And product of 0 is product of 0, that is alpha into beta is nothing but 1 by 3. So we all know alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a, and alpha into beta is equals to c by a. So for both the relationships, their denominators are same, that is a, and a is nothing but the coefficient of x square. From product of zeros, we get values of coefficient of x square, that is value of a is 3. So here also for alpha plus beta, their values is 3 under root 2 divided by 3, because alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a. So here I write under root 2 divided by 3, but the sum is under root 2, so we have to write 3 to numerator because its simplest form is under root 2. So after getting cancelled 3 we get under root 2. So by comparing, or now comparing, after comparing we get values of a, b, c. So here value of a is 3, but from sum and product we get value of a as a 3, value of b as 3 under root 2, and value of c is nothing but 1. So quadratic polynomial who fits these conditions is, the value of a is 3, so we get 3x square plus value of b is 3 under root 2, so 3 under root 2x plus 1. So this is the quadratic polynomial who fits the condition is 3x square plus 3 under root 2x plus 1, whose sum and product of zeros are under root and 1 by 3. So all remaining questions are for homework. So I request everyone solve practice set or exercise 2.2, and everyone wants to say all the pictures of the questions.